Delighted to be here with you today. Going to kick off really quickly, introduce myself. I'll tell you a little bit about Twitter, what Twitter is, maybe a look back at 2018, and then I'll tell you a little bit about my journey from how I went from transition year through college and how I ended up working at Twitter. So I work as an ad operations specialist in Twitter in Dublin. And Sarah, has anyone here heard of Twitter? That's a helpful start. So we know what Twitter is. We say Twitter is what's happening. So Twitter is a global platform where millions and millions of people use every day to look at, read, engage with what's going on in the world. So if there's a big match going on or a news event happening, usually Twitter is the first place where it is. So I have a short video that shows this. So that's why we say if it's happening in the world, it's happening on Twitter. So every day there's over 500 million tweets sent on our platform. So there's millions and millions of people using it. We have some of the world's most powerful people using it. And then we have people like me and you using it to come together for movements like Home to Vote or He for She. My personal favorite thing is to look at the First Dates Ireland hashtag when it's on, because the tweets are funnier than the show. So Twitter really is the shortest space between you and what you're passionate about. So if you're a big Ariana Grande fan, you could send her a tweet and she might tweet you back, you never know. One of the great British Bake Off bakers liked one of my tweets before, so that was a great day. So taking a look back at Twitter in 2018, our most liked tweet of last year was this one from the Korean boy band BTS, who did this In My Feelings challenge where you dance outside a car door for some reason. So that got the most likes last year. Our second most liked tweet, a bit more profound here, came from former President Barack Obama, who tweeted in support of the school shooting survivors in Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. And he said, "Young people have helped lead all our great movements. How inspiring to see it again in so many smart, fearless students standing up for their right to be safe, marching and organising to remake the world as it should be. We've been waiting for you and we've got your backs." So a really powerful message there on how young people can change the world. Our most retweeted tweet of 2018 came from a Spanish YouTuber, El Rubius, who tweeted Limonada 2.0, got 1.9 million likes on that, but has not overtaken our most retweeted tweet was from this guy in America, Carter Wilkinson. He tweeted the fast food chain Wendy's to ask how many retweets it would take for him to get free chicken nuggets for life. They said 18 million. He's on 3.5 million. So if you want to give Carter a dig out for his worthy cause, you can go in, give him a retweet. Looking back at what people in Ireland and around the world were talking about on Twitter last year. In Ireland, top one was repeal the 8th for the referendum we held. Brexit, big news. Third, the presidential election. We had the beast from the east, all the snow came, and GDPR, the general data protection changes that came in. So if you're on Twitter and you follow any hashtags, you know sometimes you can get some comedy gold on Twitter. So here we go, Beast from the East, people struggling to get to work. The most Irish thing of all time happening. Our homecoming for our Winter Olympics team was cancelled because of snow. And then the chaos and pandemonium that was trying to get a sliced pan during the Beast from the East. Bread on sale on Dundeal. So looking internationally, what was the world talking about on Twitter? So we had Brexit, obviously big news. The World Cup, which France won this summer. Third is Trump, who's pretty active on our platform. We had the royal wedding and we had Russia. So I have another quick video here to show you about how the royal wedding played out on Twitter. So it was a busy year for the Royals last year. Finally, looking back at 2018, our top television hashtags. Number 1, I was obsessed with it, Love Island. We also had Eurovision, Tonight TV3, RTE Primetime, and Clareburn Live. And again, following the Love Island hashtag was actually more entertaining than the show itself. Georgia's loyal. Okay, so that's a little look back on Twitter in 2018. And now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my career and how I end up working at Twitter and some tips and tricks for you guys if that's something that you'd like to get into. So can I see a show of hands here? Who here doesn't know what they want to be when they finish school? Okay, a lot of you. I was the exact same. I had not one clue what I wanted to be. So in school I played a lot of sports. I loved camogie. Would have been a professional camogie player if I couldn't. So I knew that I liked helping people and I liked science in school. So then I thought I'd be a doctor or a nurse. So then in transition year, I went and I did my work experience in a hospital, and I was there, I discovered I really don't like blood. So I had to strike that one off my list. So finishing school, I knew I loved working as a team. In transition year, I got the chance to get involved in a lot of projects in a fashion show, so I knew I loved that. And I loved helping people, but I didn't know what I wanted to be. So I went and I did a broad degree in business and economics in college. And when I finished, I took up a 6-month contract in the civil service. And I walked in on my first day and they told me I'd be in IT. And I was raging. I had no interest in computers. No interest in computers at all. I used them for my assignments and for Netflix, and that was about it. But I went in, wasn't too happy about it, but I said that I'd learn as much as I could. And I think that was probably the most important 6 months of my career. I went in and I learned so much from that team. I learned about software, implementing software projects. I learned about fixing bugs, and just basically how IT can make everyone's lives so much easier. So that was really important for me. I learned a lot, and I discovered my love for IT there. Then moved on to work in online communication, so same type of area for a couple of years, and then I got the opportunity to go on an Enterprise Ireland grad programme. So I worked with an Irish consulting company and moved over to Edinburgh for a year with it and studied for a postgrad degree. So I had a great time. Edinburgh's a beautiful city, but I did miss working in technology, which brought me to my role at Twitter. So to give you a bit of background on my role in Twitter, Twitter generates revenue through online advertising. So there's hundreds of millions of tweets being sent every single day. So it's a really good place for advertisers to put their products in front of people who are interested. So there's loads of different ways that companies can advertise on Twitter, and it's my team's job to make sure that everything is working. So if it's Spotify running a big campaign to promote Drake's new album, if it's Nike running a big video campaign around the Super Bowl, if something's broken, our team will fix it. So I'm in Dublin, in the Dublin office. We have a team in Singapore, Tokyo, and San Francisco. So every day I get to work with people all around the world, which is very cool. And something to think about is that this is my dream job now, but when I was your age, when I was in school, it couldn't have been my dream job because Twitter didn't even exist. So that's really cool to think about when you guys leave. What companies are there going to be? What jobs are you going to get that are going to be your dream jobs? So I didn't get my job at Twitter because I knew everything about how Twitter worked or the platform. I got it because of the transferable skills I got throughout school, throughout college, and all the jobs in between. So example is teamwork. I play a lot of sports, and you're learning how to work with other people towards a common goal. Yeah, they're very cute. Secondly is time management. I think this is really important in school. I used to train 6 nights a week between all my different sports. Still had to do my leaving cert, so I'm sure a lot of you are balancing that. Really important in work. We got problem solving, so being faced with a problem and finding different ways to come around it. Communication. I work with a team all across the globe, so it's so important that we can transfer a message to different teams across different countries. And I think lastly, and most importantly, is a willingness to learn. Like this little cat. I think this is probably the most important one. You might not get your dream job straight away, but any job that you have throughout your life, you're going to learn so much from it, and you're going to bring that into your future career. So when I got my job in IT, I wasn't too impressed at the start, but it was the skills I learned there, it was the skills I learned in transition year that got me my job at Twitter. So if you can show companies that you can work as a team, you can really manage your time, you can solve problems, and you're eager and willing to learn, you're going to go really, really far. So a little bit about life at Twitter. It's an amazing culture. In every office all around the world, we have a love where you work sign. And it's true, if you love where you work, It doesn't feel like work at all. We've had loads of activities. We had Code Line in to play for us at breakfast. We have Christmas jumper days. We celebrate Pride, sports days. We have Millie McIntosh in to talk to us as well. We get to travel a lot. It's an incredible culture, and it's the people that really make Twitter. Everyone is incredibly fun, kind, and really, really hardworking. And one of my favorite phrases is, if you're the smartest person in a room, then you're in the wrong room. And that's, in Twitter, I'm never in the wrong room. I learn something new every day that's going to stand to me throughout my career. And there's loads of other jobs at Twitter. They're not all technical jobs. We've got our legal team, we've got our HR team, and we've got our marketing communications team who make those cool videos at the start of this presentation. So loads of different roles in the company. So now, to finish up, why you should choose STEM. Well, it's all about coming up with the next cool thing and changing the way we do things with technology. If you think of how Netflix has changed the way we all watch TV, or ASOS and Misguided has changed the way we shop completely, it's incredible to think of the companies that are going to be around in 2, 3, 5 years' time that completely change the way we do things, and they're companies that you guys are going to work for, that you guys are going to create. Some other benefits of working in tech: you can make a difference, you get to use your creativity, you get to work with really great people, enjoy job flexibility. We can work from home, or you can work different hours that suit you. You can change the world, change how the world does things. Get to travel. I've got the opportunity to travel a lot to the States and around Europe, which is amazing. You'll never ever be bored working in tech. It's so fast-paced, you don't have time to be bored. And lastly, if those don't pique your interest, you can make lots of money. If you go in and you work hard and you work your way through it, you do have an opportunity to make money. Also, we're so lucky here in Dublin. We're the European HQ for so many massive companies. We've got Google, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, IBM, Intel, HubSpot, Indeed. So many huge, huge companies that are going to be looking for people with skills like yours when you're finished school and you're finished college. So just to finish up, me today, what I want to do, so I want to always keep learning, so important. I want to explore the world, and I want to make a difference and help others. And what I want you guys to do, I want you to dream big. What's the next big thing that you're going to do? How are you going to change the world and the way we do things? I want you to follow your passions, because you can make a job out of it. I want you to keep learning. As I said, you might not land your dream job straight away, but everything you do from now, all the learnings you take are going to help you get there. And lastly, believe in yourself, because there's nothing that you guys can't do, and I'm really looking forward to seeing all the incredible things you guys will be doing in the next few years. Thanks, yeah, thank you.